There's science and technology, science and oh no. This is terrible! Simply dreadful! Awful even!
Oh great, what's he whining about now?
Cabbage, what's going on? See for yourself! Someone has hacked Fighting Leaf Productions and has replaced all of our videos with this!
Oh boy, who did this?
I don't know. I woke up, did my yoga, took my shower, ate breakfast, went online to maintain the channel, and then this was here!
Have you contacted YouTube?
They can't fix the problem. Apparently it's some kind of really powerful type of high-tech virus!
What do we do, Leaf?
Someone's gone through a lot of trouble just to troll us. I have a feeling they're going to contact us very, very soon.
Something is happening. It appears to be some kind of incoming transmission.
Well, don't just sit there, bring it up!
Well, well, well. The great Fighting Leaf. Finally, we meet face to face. Now the mighty ninja will face the king of the internet trolls in a battle to the...
Alexander, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything?
Mom, you messed up my perfectly awesome villainous intro. Jeez.
Well, if you don't need anything, then I'll be on my way. Have a good day, sweetie.
Alright, now where were we?
Skip it, Alexander! Just tell us what you want and give us our YouTube channel back before I frag you!
Ha! That's what you think. You don't even know where I live.
You live right across the street from Sean Basinger.
Darn it! Fine, I'll get right to the point. You see, in my last battle with Sean, I realized that villains like Dr. Walk would only accept me if I stepped up my game and stopped losing all the time. So, I decided to try my luck against you instead by using a high-tech computer virus given to me as a gift from the 26 Society.
So you stole our YouTube channel. That's not beating us.
Not yet, but I have a foolproof plan to beat you with. If you want your YouTube channel back, you have to review the next movie on your list, Treasure Buddies.
Ha! Piece of cake!
After dealing with something as bad as the Smurfs, I doubt this one will be particularly difficult.
Ah, but there's a catch this time. You must review it successfully in one video instead of your usual 2 to 3. This, unfortunately for you, puts you on a very tight time limit.
And if we succeed?
I will return your YouTube channel to you intact. No questions asked. But if you fail, I will press the delete button and all those videos and subscribers you've earned will be gone forever. Alright, I'm good.
Alright, Ghoul. I accept your challenge.
Bring it on, mama's boy!
I am Fighting Leaf.
And Husky, I'm here too.
The leader-in-chief
Of this show and not much else.
put together by twists of fate so great it's all beyond belief. Don't you give me no grief. That loop on K90 suits me just like Wonder Who you can deceive. Review kids movies with no beauty, not groovy, while brooding with moody me. That's how it's gotta be. Fighting Leaf and Husky, I'm Husky. Fighting Leaf and Husky, I'm Husky. Fighting Leaf and Husky, yeah, that's me. Sure, they like 'em now, but that ain't gonna last. To minimize the damage, we gotta work fast. This is what we gotta do to help the kids to get it. Now listen to my review, or you're gonna regret it. It's Husky by my side and I keep on my chest. Make real bad kids movies with help from the rest. I am Fighting Leaf, the kid movie chief. Don't give me no grief, or you're gonna regret it.
Hi, Internet!
And welcome to You're Gonna Regret It, Modern Children's Movie Review with your hosts, Fighting Leaf and Husky the Wolf. This movie's gonna require a little bit of background explanation, and since we're on a time limit, I'll try to be brief. It all started in 1997 with the debut of Air Bud, a story about a dog with the uncanny ability to shoot baskets, a trick which grew in popularity after this film. The story grew more and more ridiculous with time, but nowhere near as bad as its sequels.
Buddy went on to play other anatomically baffling sports such as baseball, soccer, and even volleyball. And when that cinematic well was starting to run dry, there came the spin-off series, The Air Buddies. The gimmick here is that this time, they could talk!
Yo, Digger was old school cool. I'm the new fly dog.
But I really wish they couldn't.
Air Buddies, Snow Buddies, Space Buddies, Santa Buddies, which spawned its own sequels, Spooky Buddies, and our piece de resistance today, Treasure Buddies.
Let's get started!
This time, instead of looking at the movie as a whole to save on time, we're going to be looking at the movie in categories, starting off with the premise.
But first, let's meet our cast, which we'll go over in more detail later. First, we have the buddies. We have Mudbud, Butterball, B-Dog, Buddha, and Rosebud.
But don't let the pink bow fool you. She is feistier than all the boys combined.
Which is sexist in its own way, but, you know, whatever. The tale is being told by Bobby the monkey to his nephew, Babu.
Where are the buddies?
Be patient, Babu. Great adventurer has much patience. Now hurry up and listen, so Uncle Bobby can continue
Pure
story.
genius, I know.
There are stupid human characters in this movie too, but they're pretty much only there to give the pups an excuse to go on a plane to go to Bastari, which seems to be the only city in Egypt. Look at that. The only one. And what a grand city it is.
By the way, take a look at this. Look familiar? Sound familiar? It's been said many times, many ways, and here we are saying it again.
Don't make us pine for good movies in the middle of your crappy movie. Well, yeah, the buddies are in Egypt, all well and good, but what are they doing there? Well, get this. They are looking for the cat's eye necklace in Cleopatra's tomb. I'll say it again. Cleopatra's tomb.
Apparently Cleopatra had a pet cat. And a golden retriever puppy. It turns out that Cleopatra tried to use the power of the cat's eye necklace to, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course!
But the good little golden retriever puppy stopped her, and now that's why dogs are man's best friend. Somewhere out there's a history buff crying right now.
But this wouldn't be a crappy kids film without a crappy villain. Meet Evil Von British Guy and his pet cat, Ubasti. Britman wants to steal the necklace for lots of mayonnaise, but the cat Ubasti wants to, you guessed it, take over the world. Of course!
Ah, Ubasti. Look at that masterful CGI lip movement. She's a good segue into our next category. You've heard the premise, now here's presentation. What do all of these scenes have in common?
I know! All the animals are just standing around perfectly still and talking! And talking! And talking! They don't do anything else! They don't emote! They don't react!
I'm getting all up in your grill.
That barely counts!
And no one looks worse than Ubasti. Her effects look like they were taken straight from Annoying Orange.
Knife? Huh?
Never mind, those actually look better.
Oh.
Also, the sets are pathetic! The city, the desert, the oasis, the ruins, all flat, tiny, and lifeless. Man, I haven't seen sets that bad since... Anyway.
Oh wait, turns out there is one freaking dune that isn't miles away from them. And oh look, it's Imhotep. We're saved.
Okay, so he's not really in this movie, but we're gonna tell you who is.
Time for some rapid-fire cast analysis. Let's go. Lending his voice as Mudbud is Ty Panitz, also starred in Yours, Mine, and Ours, How to Eat Fried Worms, and the 2009 Child's Play movie. His character Mudbud is about as generic a male protagonist as you can get with only one distinguishing feature.
Well, I'm an expert in all things dirt-related.
This trait actually comes in handy in a quicksand pit, even though there was a huge stone tablet 2 inches under the surface.
You can make your
Sure,
way
why
across
not?
now.
Charles Henry Wyson plays the part of Buddha and has also been in Lost and a whole bunch of other movies that we will never see. Buddha is apparently an expert in the ways of the monk and in world religions.
We welcome the opportunity to create good karma.
And I hate
Namaste.
him.
Next is B-Dog, played by Skylar Gisondo. He is also in The Amazing Spider-Man, The Bill Engvall Show, American Dad, and a whole lot of others. B-Dog can be summed up as using the following words.
Grill. My bling, hallucina tripping, dog.
And that's it. Oh, and this happens to him.
Mouse, I love chasing mice.
Rosebud, who is not a sled, but a puppy voiced by G. Hernelius, who has also starred in G-Force, Good Luck Charlie, and a crap ton of other bad movies about talking dogs. Rosebud is not only the token chick of the movie, she's also the designated smart one, able to glance at an Egyptian board game and apply that knowledge to a booby-trapped room.
That'll teach him to underestimate a blonde with a pink bow.
And finally, Porkbud, better known as Butterball. He likes food and is played by this kid, Tucker Albaziri. Who's surprised? Butterball likes food, and that's all there is to it. Well, that and the ability to ingest live explosives with minimal harm to self.
We must have landed in Egypt. It's raining falafel sauce.
Oh yeah, and Bobby the Shank Monkey helps them out some, and Cammy the Camel. Probably named after that chick in Street Fighter. And of course the British villain and Ubasti too. I don't care about them, so I'm not going to talk about them. Especially Ubasti. Wanna know why? Because when she finally gets the collar of power she's been searching for all this time, this happens! Yep, that's the climax of the movie! Completely pointless! My, if there was only some kind of redeeming quality that this movie could have. Some really good part that would make all the rest of it worth it.
I am Slither, the serpent protector of Cleopatra's tomb.
What? This is the greatest and best movie ever made! I mean, Slither just kind of shows up at almost the end of the movie, and just... Apparently he's been sitting there for like, ever, and then out of the blue he belches fiery death from his maw. What's not to like? Oh yeah, the entire rest of the movie. Our verdict? Don't watch it! Except for the parts with the snake. He's awesome. Alright, Ghoul, we did what you asked. Now keep up your end of the bargain.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you? Well, the joke's on you. I'm gonna press the delete button anyway because I'm evil.
Hold it!
What?
Okay, we get it. You win. Husky. You're absolutely right. You win. We concede.
Ha! So you admit it! I knew it! Chalk up a huge victory for the king of the internet trolls! Do you hear that, world? I beat Fighting Leaf!
Yeah, so anyway, in honor of your victory, why don't we buy you a pizza to show you that there are no hard feelings?
Buying me a pizza won't get your YouTube channel back, Husky.
We know. Just like Husky said, there are no hard feelings.
Oh, and Raph! Thank you!
What did he say?
You'll see.
Wow, that was fast service! Hey, the door's open, pizza guy! Hey, wait a minute! That's not the pizza guy! Unless the pizza place is run by werewolves, then that would be awesome. Someone get on that immediately! Ah!
Connor will take the Ghoul to the authorities and we'll be back online in no time.
Which just goes to show, when you're outsmarted by Husky, you have serious issues.
You got that right. Hey, wait. I hate everyone. Absolutely everyone.
This movie sucks now in every way. It hurt to say it, now I'll make you pay. I'll track you down in all your hiding places. And when I do, I will remove, eviscerate, and eat your faces.
I really do.
Really do.
Each and every
single one of you having watched this stupid, no good, absolutely terrible, irresponsible, bad, uncreative, stupid, pants, stupid face, stupid movie. Stupid people. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna do your faces.